Sean Myrie. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. A lot of things is going on, people. Once again, with this individual, Donald J. Trump, right? With this Iran situation, I talked about it before. This guy now sending out more threats, saying, right, today, how he will blow Iran off the face of the earth. Well, people, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff, right? We're on Spotify Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all podcast platforms. Donald Trump moved to... Okay, let's see his news, because not too long ago, this man came out with something. Trump escalates rhetoric as GOP tensions and court win reshape strategy. There's a lot of stuff going on with this guy. U.S. training Korean Marines to shoot enemy drones. That's what's going on. But I want to put out what Donald Trump is talking about right now. How he's saying he will blow Iran off the face of the earth. Donald Trump news, right? He doesn't care about how he talks. Don't give a damn. So, recently, America, or the military, they shot about 6 boats, small boats in Iran. I guess in the Strait of Hormuz, right? 6 boats were hit, and in return, Iran is answering back. Let's see. Recently, this guy's doing all types of stuff. All types of stuff, man. So now he's ramping up a lot of stuff, like his talks. Starting to talk a lot more, people. The ceasefire, I don't know if that doesn't mean ish. The ceasefire doesn't mean nothing. So recently they fired on 6 mini boats. They say small boats, America. They fired on 3 Iranian ships, if you want to call it that. So Trump is saying that they're going to blow Iran off of the earth if they don't basically give in. He's still talking. Like, I don't think they believe him anymore. They don't believe him, right? Because it's been too much times he's lying. Who's believing in Trump right now? What he's saying? Really? I'm going to blow Iran off the face of the earth now? Do you hear how he's talking now? It's like desperation. So they're not giving in. So in return, right, Iran, they're hitting back. They're hitting their people in the Middle East. They're hitting Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, all the other places that are surrounding that America is affiliated with. That's who they're gonna be hitting. So it's back on again. It's back on again. They took a rest, Iran, from hitting, like Saudi Arabia or Qatar and all those places. So they're aiming to them because that's where the American military is, right? So they hit their boats, right? Today, they hit their boats, the Iranian boats, and then now Iran is sending missiles all the way to those regions, right? So something is going on. I expect, Trump, so far, a mini battle happened, not really a battle. America hit 6 ships, right? Trump hit 6 ships, and he's talking really spicy right now. And he can, right? They're trying to bury some of his stuff, what he's saying. I noticed that, right? They're ashamed. A certain part of the government is ashamed of Trump, right? And that's the Pentagon. I would say the Pentagon is not scared of Trump. They don't like him. People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. You could clearly see there's a separation in the American government. You could clearly see that there could be like a civil war going on. It's like a government civil war going on. You got Republicans who don't like Republicans, Republicans against Democrats, and now he's talking how he's gonna blow up everything. Go Trump, Texas. You're from Texas, man. Maybe that's what you want. You want Trump to deal with outside of America. I thought it was make America great again, making America great again, but worrying about the other countries, what they're doing. I guess, like I said, what's the reason for this Iran stuff? He claims it's nuclear weapons. That's the campaign he's dealing with. Nuclear weapons, but I could tell you they don't need to be in Iran with a military there. They could press one button and they could do the same thing what Obama done in 2010 and send a do a cyber attack, right? That's what destroyed their nuclear facility for a good while. Look it up. Net, what is it? Net, Stuxnet. Look up Stux, Stux, net, right? With the like a net. Look that up. They don't need to send any military to blow the hell up Iran. All they need is a touch of a button. Obama done it. How come they're not talking about it? People like me will give you the info. People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. So he's saying he wants to blow Iran off of the earth. How are you going to blow Iran off the earth? I think the president of the United States knows way better than you. He does? What does he know? Half of the stuff he does is going on over his head. What does he know? He knows, or the people who are advising him know? They know. The people who's telling him, like Vance knows, and other people. He doesn't know diddly shit a lot of the times. He knows stuff what benefits him, right? How much is gas in in your state? It's like what? In different states, it's like what, $8 I'm hearing? Some crazy amount of prices. But right now, it's gonna go up. Your groceries is gonna $2.99. It's high. Now your groceries are gonna go up. Yes, Robert Taylor D. Lotta. But you know better than those guys. Gas, that's why electric vehicles is becoming popular. Like I said, it's an economic war. This whole thing is an economic war. That's why Trump hates China, because of the EV cars, and that's what one big reason why America is standing off with China. But right now he's talking about blowing Iran off of the earth. Do you see what he's talking about? Like, this guy, is he right in his head? Yes, EV is a scam. Well, it's coming. Canada made a deal with China, and now Trump is angry about it. He's angry, but right now it's been 2 months. So 2 months is come for this war, and the ceasefire should be over, right? But I heard this is what they're not telling a lot of people, unless you look it up. I heard they only had 60 days. He did not get approval by the Supreme Court. He did not get approval by the Supreme Court. So he has to get granted again to go fight, right? Paid opinions don't matter. EVs over because data centers. Okay. Still need fossil fuel to produce and maintain services. Well, China has a lot of that, right? It's called rare earth. Look up rare earth. Look up rare earth. China been running that for a long time. Rare earth is the most important thing on earth. That's why it's called rare earth for technology right now. But the risks is pollution and your environment, and they don't care over there. But America used to be big in producing rare earth, but because of that, they don't. China, everybody relies on China for rare earth. But like I'm saying, Mr. Trump, what do you think about Trump bringing talking? Do you guys believe this? I can't believe what he's saying anymore. Saying how he's gonna, he wants to blow Iran off of the earth. What president talks like that? Which president have you ever heard? And he knows that too, because he says, yo, I could say anything I want. Basically, I could get away with anything I want now. People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Bring up the likes, support the platform. Yeah, Ukraine has the biggest rare earth deposits. See, I could believe that. It's around those areas. Russia up to China, but actually it's not coming from China. It's coming from Mongolia, the rare earth, right? Mongolia. That's what the part China kind of took over. It's coming from Mongolia, up high, more higher. But anyways, Trump, do you believe him right now? All the MAGA people, all the MAGA people, all the Trump people who support him, do you believe him? Because he lost some people. He lost some supporters. He lost some MAGA people, right? Let's be honest. He lost a good amount of them. He even had some of the media people turn against him. Candace Owens, Alex Jones, Tucker Carlson, they all turned against him. I don't know if they're going to bounce back and kiss his ass now, but they all turned against him, all those media people. So right now, he's on like a warpath. The other day, he's saying he wants to go to Cuba. Come on. Is this guy in his right head? He's using the American tax dollars money and some of the oil money to do his monopoly. So now, this week, I expect a major attack on Iran. With all the talking he's been doing for the last 2 months, ceasefires finish. You notice they put out a lot of things in the media to filter the media, to to silence people like me too, right? They've been doing shit, right? But now this is becoming big now. Let's concentrate on the war. You know why? Because the Epstein campaign's been hitting. The Epstein documentary still is on Netflix. I watched some of it. I gotta watch the rest tonight. But that Netflix special's been hitting, and certain things been coming out in the media recently. So that's why all of this has to come back right now. Energized. That irrelevant to the public disclosure. of Those three clowns. When you vote for the best opinion. There was the first, the last election. I guess people was tired of Biden. I'll admit that people were tired of Biden. Biden, like, was no better. Like, this might be controversial, but Biden wasn't better than Trump. Let's talk that. Let's talk that. Let's be honest, right? Don't people, even if whoever you are, Democrat, whatever, you know Biden is not even better than Trump. I'll admit that. What did he do? This man, the main thing what sticked out to me with Biden is him bringing in thousands. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was a joke. Like, opening up the borders and bringing in thousands of people, like, without documents, for real. Like, that alone, sorry to say, like, I don't know if the presidents could do whatever they want, but that's a crime, right? That's why Trump feels he has to go after somebody, but he wants to go after Obama. But let's talk about this guy saying blowing Iran off the earth before he says he wants to get rid of their civilization, right? He's blaming all the people. He's blaming the whole country. So the next step is for him is to, with the military, is to really hit those facilities, is to hit those nuclear or the power facilities for Iran, one of the main facilities. That's what's supposed to come next. But the Pentagon been briefing him probably and telling him, if we do that, are you ready for millions and millions of people to like, you're gonna have a crisis, a big crisis. You're gonna have million. You know how much people live in Iran, right? How much people are in Iran? Do you know? Do you think it's 3 million, 10 million? Even 10 million is a lot, but it's 91 or 92 million people. That's a lot. That's like a big. Imagine 92 million people in America without power, right? That would be almost like The Walking Dead, right? So you have just say 300 million, but 90 million people without power. Is that what you're ready to do? So just say they knock those facilities out. Damn! Imagine how much people will be suffering without any power. They'll be starving. So the Pentagon, I'm telling you, and Donald Trump, they are separated. They don't like each other. There is some type of power. I realized in the last couple days that there is someone else. I don't know who. We already know there's some people behind the scenes that the Pentagon has some power that they could be. Trump has to shut up. There's proof, right? They called out Trump last month 2 times. They called him out. They said he's a liar. The Pentagon said the Iran still has capable weapons. He's been telling you guys that Iran, they knocked out all their military. And the Pentagon is saying differently. How much of you know that? People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Bring up the likes, people. Bring up the likes, support the platform. So, what's going on? I'm seeing a lot of testing. They're testing weapons, man. A lot of military uh, exchanges is going on. Meanwhile, people are watching bull crap. Like Canada's getting weapons from America. Do you guys know that? There's a deal with the American military to sell a special type of weapon to Canada. That's why I said Canada and America is like this. It's all a show. It's all a show. Look it up. America's selling some weapon, right, for the next couple of years to Canada. Why? Why is that going on? So, and Canada is helping Ukraine, giving them money all the time. Why? So, when this guy's talking, Donald Trump, he has some idea what the American military could do, and that's why he keeps saying, "Oh, we could blow you off the face of the earth." So you have to realize who's around him and who's talking to him in his ear to give him all this confidence what America could do. Right? People, please subscribe, bring up the likes, hit the like button. All people watching right now, it supports the platform. Trust me. But blowing up Iran off of the earth, that means destroying or unaliving millions of people. Someone should call out Trump for that. What he's saying. How much media people ever ask, they don't ask the right questions. I know he's famous to saying shut up to people. Shut up, be quiet, and all that stuff. Recently he's done that. But how much people ask like more intense, intelligent questions, especially when he puts out comments like that, saying that, oh, we could blast or whatever Iran off the face of the earth. So someone should ask Trump is this. So if you do that, Trump, yes. How much people are going to be getting hurt? What would be I would love to hear his answer to that. What's going to be the casualties of you blasting Iran off the face of the earth? What's the casualties? What do you expect to happen? Because if you're going to do that, you basically saying you're going to unalive millions of people just to get this strait open. He wants to analyze. He wants to eliminate millions of people for the control of the strait. Because if he controls that, like I said many times, he controls the world, kind of. If Trump controls the strat or America controls the strat, they control the world. They already do in a way, but I mean, control the world for real. Because most of the world, they're dependent on it. Right now, I seen a map, right? The other day, it was on, I forgot which platform, and it was showing the countries what are affected. And like Sri Lanka, they're affected big time. A lot of those countries in Asia, they're affected big time because and so much that they don't have like gasoline, I'm hearing, or power because they depend on the strait. So a lot of countries are mad angry with America, right? And people don't know that they're starving out countries are starving because they don't have that. How much people know that? So he's doing like what you would say sanction, which he is sanctioning Iran's area. Sanction. It's that it's like it's expanding to hurt other countries. It's making a lot of countries angry with America, right? So I don't know what he's trying to do because when he's finished being the president, what how is gonna look in America? I want to know. Whew, I don't want to know really. Sheesh, this guy's doing a lot of stuff. He's doing a lot of stuff. He lost the power like this. I want to know. I got to dig in more because the other day they said it was up, right? It was up. The deadline came that he could not really continue the war. So this is to show you how they don't tell people this, right? They're not promoting this to you. What does that mean from now? Because America just shot what, six boats, small boats, Iranian boats. They shot six of them. So when you hear about them shooting these ships, you never hear no more detail like how much is the casualties. They don't care. Trump, Trump, Trump. Mike, yeah, man. If you want Trump, if Trump's your hero, all blessings to you, man. All blessings to you if Trump's your hero, man. Some people like Trump, some people don't like Trump, right? And then there's bandwagonists who like Trump all of a sudden. And then there's people there's a lot of Republicans too, that are breaking off, are the MAGA people breaking off, not liking him. But the main thing is how he talks, saying how he will just blow Iran off the face of the earth. Right now, I'm going to tell you something. The attack, what America done today on six ships, if Trump did not get the okay from the Supreme Court to renew or extend a 30-day more, like I guess, war he could fight, right? This will be considered war crimes. Let me say it again. If he didn't get that extension for 30 more days from the Supreme Court, this stuff, what's going on, is he will be a war criminal. That's what's going to happen. Trump will be a war criminal. So, did he get the extension? I didn't hear about that. I heard the deadline's over. The deadline's over. That's why I'm hearing only like small ships they hit. So small ships don't count, maybe. Remember, Canada's being the 51st state. It's always been. Remember, Greenland, Trump keeps them rocks back. Canada's always been with America. I don't want to get into that. That's some different conspiracy stuff. Who really runs the world, right? So when it comes to who runs the world, America is not. It's not one entity, if you want to call it. If you have peeps in Iran, now's the time to get out there. Soon it will be mostly desert. I don't think so. If they would have done something already. Do you know how Iran looks? Like, I used to be. No, I shouldn't say me, but I seen some people who used to look who didn't know anything, didn't do any research about like countries like Iran, right? Because they put the stereotype on social media. If you don't do research, you would think Iran is like uh, Iraq or Afghanistan. No, 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 no. Iran's very developed. It's been developed a long time ago. They have oil for a reason. They have cities that are more developed than some cities in America. Go Google and go look it up. You don't need to get it from me. Google Iran, if they still have it, which they probably do, YouTube, and you see that they have some advanced, their cities are developed. Those people is not like Afghanistan. It's not like that. And a lot of their people are in foreign countries. A lot of them. They're in America, Canada, all around the world. You wanted to say Canada it was always the 51st state. That's the reality, man. People bring up the likes, please subscribe. It's been a long time ago. Maybe America, Israel is actually, let's correct that, dirty money. Israel is the 51st state. That's what's the 51st state. Let's talk about that. It's just no one's nasty enough to respond to Trump and say that because that's very controversial. But in this war, it's Israel and America, right? America's always behind them. Much respect, Mike, liking the channel, man. Israel's always been a friend to America. So they're the 51st state. From a long time ago, from after World War II, they've been the 51st state. Canada is not any 51st state. Yeah, Israel is us. Yes, at least you know that. At least you know that. Israel is you, the 51st state, man. But right now, Trump's talking spicy. He wants to blow Iran off the face of the earth. He wants to blow Iran off the face of the earth. What about Germany and Japan? They're under America too. Let's be straight up. I'm being honest. Germany and Japan. Well, Germany's kind of Russia and America, right? Because Russia and America has their war games still going on till today, right? And Japan, yeah, that's why Mr. Trump say he's going to take out the soldiers out of Germany. I don't know if you guys heard that. He wants to take the soldiers out of Germany, but I know why he wants to do that. People bring up the likes, support the platform, right? He wants to bring those soldiers. I'll get back to that. I'll get back to that. He didn't say that law. Yeah? What did he not say? What did he say? You got to clarify that. I said that Israel is the 51st state. He didn't say that, but he knows that. Trump knows that 100%. Right? Germany, he wants to take out German soldiers out of Europe. I mean, not German soldiers, American soldiers. I said German soldiers. American soldiers out of Germany. I'm wondering why is American soldiers in Germany still? They have a base there, but they're in Germany. So he wants to take them out there, and I think that's for Cuba. He's looking to really take over Cuba because America thinks Cuba's theirs. That's reality. People, please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. So blasting Iran off the face of the earth, and now Iran is retaliating by hitting basically American bases right now. They're hitting bases in Saudi Arabia. They're hitting bases in probably Qatar, Bahrain, all those places. That's what Iran is hitting. So tell me this now. This is where we're going to start to see the lies, right? I'm getting to it. Trump is saying a lot of stuff. He said that they dismantled majority of their military. So if we see for the whole rest of the week that Iran is shooting missiles and hitting places in the Middle East, be it wherever, then that shows you which we know already Trump likes to lie. That will show you even more lies because right now we should not be talking about Iran. Iran should be already taken over fully. There should be no fight. There should be no Iran closing any strait, right? There shouldn't be. Iran. What am I? Ed, what's lying? Who's lying about what? About what? Tell me. Clarify that. Tell me about the lie. What I'm lying about. What is the lie that America's not trying to bring troops from Germany, or the lie that Trump did not say that he wants to blast Iran off the face of the earth, or he wants to blow them up? Is that the lie you're talking about? Oh, it was AI probably. Okay, so what he said today was AI. It wasn't for real. It was fake. Okay, so I got to do my research more. What he said that blowing Iran off the face of the earth, as someone is saying, he said, "Why are you lying? Why am I lying?" So that's a lie. He did say blow Iran off the map. Yes, off the map and the earth. Off the map. What's the map? The map is the world. The map is the world. It's the earth. The same shit. If he said map, earth, whatever, planet, whatever, it's the same thing. He says he wants to just eliminate them. It's like when he said he wanted to obliterate them. It's like when he says he wants to get rid of them, their civilization. And now today, right? It's what in May 4th, right? Now today, it's a different. He's going to blow them off the face of the earth, like I said. People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Let's see. Let's see what this crazy man is doing now. What else is he doing? He's always doing something. Putting America in trouble. Putting them in trouble. Look, attempted assassination the other day by American citizen. Attempted assassination by an educated American citizen who was fed up with his shit. Yeah. An educated citizen almost assassinated him. People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. We got the super chat to highlight your comment, bad or good, right? It'll be highlighted. Then I'll probably, take it in. But people, please subscribe, bring up the likes, bring up the likes. So what else did this guy say? Let me restart my stuff, man. Because there's a lot of stuff going on, right? The Elon, not Elon Musk, he's been in the news, but recently, like I said, the Epstein stuff, is that a lie? Do you believe Trump doesn't know anything about the Epstein stuff? Are people lying about that Trump was involved? I guess that's all a lie too. So that is a lie. It can be a lie. So, like I said, this war is a big distraction from that because they said they're not going to investigate anymore the Epstein files. They're not going to try to prosecute anybody from that situation, right? And now continue the war. So they're shutting that down. Shutting it down because Mr. Trump does not want certain things to get digged up. Just recently, a week ago or two, they changed the person who was, I guess, monitoring, watching over the documents, the files, the 3 million files. They put a new person there. So now, yesterday or today, you're hearing gone. So let's concentrate on him saying all of this spicy stuff. It makes sense that he's saying, I want to, whatever, blow them off the map, blow them off the earth, or whatever. Either way, he's talking crazy back again. He's back at it again, right? So will he continue to actually use the military? Which he is continuing, actually. He hit 6 boats, 6 small boats. That's just a sample. Maybe tonight we might hear them go to the Carg Island. Maybe they might go to the Carg Island, right? He claims they're kind of trying to talk. Like Iran, he keeps saying this. Iran's trying to talk to them. The other day he said they weren't trying to talk. Pakistan, they pulled out of Pakistan. Him, his son-in-law, and the other guys, they didn't bother going to Pakistan. And now, now he's saying, oh, they're talking. Well, he cannot believe this guy, man. I believe Vance more than him because it's a lie. Iran denied 6 boats, right? Iran denied 6 boats. They're saying, I got to put you out in what it's called timeout. I got to put you in timeout. You know I could do that. I could easily do that. There you go. Yeah, so they're saying that Iran got hit, America hit 6 boats. America hit 6 boats, people. That's what I've heard. America hit 6 boats. So let's see. Okay. People, please subscribe and all that good stuff. Right? People, please subscribe. All that good stuff, man. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Denied. So you see that strat is what they're fighting over. The strait is what they're fighting over. It started, let me bring it up. It started from saving the people of Iran to something else now. Right? Bro, just heard the Secret Service took out another crazy guy today. That's 5 attempts. All right, yo, Cap for life. I'm gonna look that up. See what you're saying? How long ago? Because I didn't see it. You said, bro, this is what Cap for life just said, right? And it's probably real. He's probably watching it. Bro, I just heard the Secret Service took out another crazy guy today. That's 5 attempts, 2 years. So some people are saying it's staged. I understand that. I actually thought, that the teacher guy thing is staged. So you're telling me again? What? Yo, crazy shit. You see, meanwhile, he's talking about blowing up people. Look at the energy he's bringing. Look at the energy the man's bringing, man. You're saying 30 minutes ago? 30 minutes ago, this man almost got already unalived again. So you know what they want to bring to America, man? I don't want you want to tell. Like, shit. You know what they're trying to do? This is the shit. So the conspiracy theorists could say, yeah, it's planned and shit, but no, I said that this might make copycats and shit. They're gonna bring down that Marshall stuff, man. They're gonna bring that Marshall stuff. 2 hours, 2 blocks from the White House. That must be. I don't know. I'm gonna see if that's breaking news, man. Because there is fake news out there. Right now with AI, right now, you can't believe everything. Like you can't believe everything now with the AI. But if that's facts, 2 hours ago, Cap for Life said it too. Two people said it, right? How much of you guys in the chat heard about this news? It's basically breaking news. People bring up the likes, support the platform. It's basically breaking news. He's breaking a record. 5 attempts, assassination attempts, not too far from the White House. Mr. Trump, he's cooking it up, man. He's cooking it up. Now, for sure, expect something. Because he's saying, yo, they want to take my life out. They want to take my life. Okay, right? They're angry with what I'm trying to do. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it up even more now. If that's true, that assassination attempt, right, 2 hours ago, which I haven't seen it. Like I have to be honest, I've been on the net. I didn't see that 2 hours ago. I haven't seen that. It was a few hours ago and gunfire, not the White House. Okay, so it's not the White House, but someone wants to get at Trump somewhere, right? Either way, I'll tell you guys this, that you're telling me this. Like I said, they're doing a media filtration. I've been on whatever like everybody else. I haven't seen that story. I haven't seen that story. Even call me whatever. I have not seen that story of an attempted assassin who wants to hit Trump. I haven't seen it. But if it is true facts, Marshall, they're gonna get hard on American citizens. Whoo, damn! What they're coming with is scary like a movie. But what they plan to do. People bring up the likes. Please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Bring up the likes, support the platform. What they plan to do is not good, man. When you have so much attempts on your life as a president, even if they make it up, they're gonna put down the law. Donald Trump was just talking the other day about Chicago, yo. Again, he brought up Chicago. I'll go into that later if you guys want me to talk about that. Chicago is very important. That's all I gotta say. It's very important, that place, for Donald Trump. But if there's an attempt, much respect, OG Kicks, if there is an attempt on him, OG Kicks, is that news for real? I wonder if you could check it out. My moderator up in here. Um, is that real news or fake news, as Donald Trump would say? Was there attempt on his life or some crazy person, individual, trying to get at Trump? Because somebody in the chat said that Devel 6595 said it's real. I just want to make sure that I'm not saying I don't believe you. I want to make sure my moderator is to confirm it, man. I don't want no fake news, man. I'm just making sure. Much respect, though, Davey. Much respect, because if that's it, it could be fake, it could be real. But either way, it just gives an excuse for Donald Trump to lay down some laws, man. So, like I said, there's a war internationally with Iran and economically with the world, and he has a domestic war at home, right? So he's gonna bring the ice in. Just a crazy outside of the white. Oh, okay. So there's gonna be those crazies, man. This is gonna be a whole bunch of crazies. Was he a big threat? Did he have a weapon? If he had a weapon, then I say, oh, this guy thinks he's gonna get Donald, right? So that's a distraction. That's a perfect example of a distraction right there. Like, oh, someone tried to get Donald Trump again. That's the distraction. Meanwhile, they're planning to hit some place. He says he wants to blow Iran off of the earth. So the next stage of their campaign of the war is supposed to come up right now this week. There's no more talking. There's not supposed to be any more talking, people. There's not supposed to be any more talking anymore. The ceasefire is over 2 weeks, right? I don't know if they're waiting for Israel to have their ceasefire finished with Lebanon, but the ceasefire is finished. Remember that. The deadline, too, a couple of days ago, was over. There's a deadline. You guys know for this war, there's actually a deadline. It started February 28th, right? And when May 1st came, because he did not get the permission, and I know this, look this up, from the Supreme Court. He didn't get the permission from the Supreme Court to fight the war. Look it up. He didn't get no permission, and he went and fought, right? So no perceive. I didn't believe that 100%. Secret Service shot the guy. Just saw it on Fox News. You see how things are going back and forth? But my moderator said some crazy guy, just some crazy guy outside the White House. You never get the story really straight, right? You never get the story straight because the other assassin the other day, right? They said that he was unalived at first. They said that he got hit, and he didn't get hit. So this is the fake news what Trump's been talking about. Now I could analyze the real from the fake, right? When someone was telling me that assassin, maybe there's a crazy person, I didn't like. You got to really dig into it first because reports change all the time. Needed permission from Congress, not Supreme. Oh, Congress, not the Supreme Court. You're right, Congress. Thanks for that. Congress, not the Supreme Court. Congress. He needed permission from Congress, and that's facts. You know that, so you know your politics, Davey. He needed permission. Did he get the permission? Did he get the permission? That's what's not reported. Did he get the permission back to go back and fight? If you can't spot the con, then you're the mark. Yeah, but right now, did he get the permission to fight? They only hit 6 boats. That's what I'm hearing. 6 boats in Iran. His 60 days are up. Yes, 60 days are up. A lot of people don't know that. You see, Devel, you see this what you just said there? I know I know that now. I done my research. I know that. So from February 28th up till May 1st, he got the 60 days and it's over. So he has to reapply to fight it, to continue the war. So any other actions without the Congress, it will be a war crime. Thanks for that. He had a weapon and the Secret Service shot him by the Washington. Oh God, that is an example. Is he unalive? Is he unalive? They set an example. They wanted him probably to. They probably knew he had a weapon. Come on, guy, come. And then example. He doesn't need Supreme Court approval. I mean, the congressional. That's what we said. Congressional. He corrected me, right? He needs Rothschild's approval. Yeah, it's the Congress. So what's going on? Did he get the approval from Congress? Not the Supreme Court. Did he get the approval from Congress? Is he allowed to go and do whatever he wants now? Did he get the approval? Let me know. People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Yes. So yeah, congrats. Did he? Did he? I don't know. I haven't heard anything. See that those things they keep quiet. They don't promote that. You got to dig for that. A lot of people don't even know that he needed permission from Congress to go fight this war. What he's doing, right? He didn't get the permission from Congress. So that shows you he's gonna do something else. He has another strategy, Trump. So his strategy, I think, what Trump's gonna do is like saying, okay, I still got the military in the Middle East to watch over Iran, but to punish you guys who think you could stop me, I'm gonna use the military against Cuba. So meanwhile, you're stopping me in Iran for a while because they can't leave. They'll stay there, but they don't have to attack or nothing. I'm going to use some of the military against Cuba, and you can't stop me. I could start a 60-day war with Cuba. He's still alive. The guy's still alive? Whew, now they're going to set some examples of these guys, man. Not had a vote. They're gonna set some example for these guys, man, who's done that. They're gonna set a big example, people. He's still alive and the other guy's alive. So now these guys want to be martyrs. They're American terrorists. Why don't they call these guys terrorists? Right? Meanwhile, he's saying he wants to blow up Iran off the face of the earth or whatever he says, off the map. Now there's an attack. That's a terrorist attack. What that is a terrorist attack. So why aren't we calling these guys terrorists? They're American terrorists. Why aren't we calling them that? Is that a bad word or something? Because they're attacking the president. Two of the individuals attacked the president. They're born Americans, probably, right? Full-blooded Americans attacked the president. They're American terrorists. They're not from Iran. I don't know yet if this guy is, but so far, not one of them is from the Middle East, right? We would think we would see one because of the stereotype. People, bring up the likes, support the platform. Please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. What you saying, people? So another crazy, I had a feeling something was going to happen as I went live. I had a feeling an event was going to happen. I cannot lie. If I was to do a bet, right, before, and I started about 6 or 7, right, I knew something in my head that something's going to happen today besides Trump threatening Iran. I, I could feel it. And this is what happened. Some crazy went to Washington thinking he's going to find Donald Trump. He's lucky he's alive. He should pray. He should be kissing Donald Trump's feet, that man. Whoever that individual is should be kissing Donald Trump's feet because he's alive. Until Democrats can figure out the difference between men and women, I won't be able to take anything they say. You're right. You know what? You're right. I'm with you with that still. It's a race to see who can get 47th first. Yes. Yes. So there's 5 attempts. This guy's like 50 Cent. Many, many men, many men wish death on me. You know that song if you listen to some hip hop. People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Bro, good night. Much respect for the sub, man. Much respect, Devel. Yes, man. Tapping in, people. Please subscribe. We're on Apple Podcasts, all podcast platforms. Many men. Yes, man. 5 times. 5 times. Did you guys see the AI video? I know I'm saying he's going to blow Iran off the earth. Did you see the AI video of the real interview he had and how they put braids in Donald Trump's head and they put some mute? It's like a rap song. I have to admit, man, that shit slapped. that made that was actually good, right? How he handled the interviewer, that lady. I got to give him it. He shut her up, man. He knows how to talk to the media, Donald Trump. 5 people attempted to assassinate Donald Trump. How much of them died? We don't know about even the guy at Mar-a-Lago. That one was touchy. That one is touchy. And Trump was at a dinner. He wasn't even at Mar-a-Lago. That one was touchy with that guy who had the gas canister and the gun. That one, for some reason, I done the episode months ago. And when I've done that episode, I don't know if you guys remember about about the guy who went to Mar-a-Lago, his state in Florida. That one's still saving. That must be sensitive. I must have touched a nerve with that live because I'm still trying to save that one to repost. You see what I'm saying? So right now, like I'm saying, they're doing a filtration in the media, man. They don't want you guys to know about certain things. They don't want us all to know about certain things. So they're doing a lot of shit, a lot of distractions. It's kind of sad, right? I'm talking about Trump talking up spicy again, saying how he wants to blow Iran off the face of the earth or the map or whatever. Meanwhile, other things is going on, right? What's more, I shouldn't say more important, but important to Americans and the rest of the world, like the gas prices. He says, yo, he's telling people, you guys are going to suffer for a while with the gas, right? The groceries, I'm hearing people saying it's high priced. People are suffering. So What is he doing for America to be great again? What is he doing? People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. No, you know what? Trump is funny. I'll give him that. Trump is a funny guy. And fan, it depends what you mean as a fan, because Trump wasn't always a politician. Trump is an entertainer. I was a fan of Trump when he was more doing entertainment at some time. You get what I mean? How he talked. Many people, even especially in the urban media sense or hip hop community or the black community, and don't lie, especially a lot of African Americans, they used to put, well, now they were putting him in songs, especially the rap songs, and they were praising Donald Trump. People been fans of Donald Trump way before he was a president. That's why he's known so much. Like I said, way before he was a president. I knew about Trump from what year? From 1990. What I was aware of him, 1993 or 94. He was on the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Fresh Prince. He was in wrestling as a character with Vince McMahon. He's been in movies. I can't count how much movies. Home Alone. This man has companies. Of course, people have been a fan, right? Some people ain't fans of him anymore. You could be a fan, a supporter, or whatever you want to call it, and then years later, you're not. Wasn't a lot of people fans of Bill Cosby? Loved Bill Cosby. And now, he ain't no fan of Bill Cosby. Same thing with R. Kelly. Same thing with friggin' P. Diddy. People were fans of them or whatever, supporters of them. Look at them now. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Not good. The list goes on, right? So Donald Trump right now, I can't be a fan of what he's doing right now. Mm-mm. Especially lying a lot. Like he's showing himself too much. He's showing his cards too much. So recently, he's saying he wants to blast Iran off the face of the earth or the map or whatever you want to call it. So doing that, how he talks, which is crazy, saying how he'll hurt people, right? He was better a celebrity than a president. That's a good one. I like that one he's saying. Vardingos. Was he a better celebrity than a president? Let's think. You're probably right. There's a lot of people who loved him as a celebrity. You're fired. Remember that, Apprentice? You're fired. People love that. People loved when he was like a smartass on TV. Uh, a lot of stuff. A lot of people liked him. They still like him now. You got Aiden Ross who likes him. One of the biggest streamers in the world supports him. Um, you got who else? There's some big content makers who support him. You got the biggest podcaster. What's his name again? I forgot his name. I forgot his name? He has a whole bunch of celebrities who support him. Boxers. Mike Tyson supports him. Who else it is? He has a whole bunch of celebrities that support him. So those celebrities who support him, people support those celebrities, and when they see those celebrities support Donald Trump, they support Donald Trump more. Hulk Hogan, big icon, he supported Donald Trump, right? Get the likes up. Much respect, OG Kicks. People, bring it up, support the platform, bring up the likes. Please subscribe. It's the Down to Earth Network. We're on Spotify Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all podcast platforms. So what do you think about this guy saying all of this smack, man? Let's see. There, this name. Yeah, yes. Of course, man. But he's everywhere. He got the algorithm. Let me see what you're saying. I just don't want to hear his name anymore. I'm tired of hearing, which he's in the media. He got even his own social media thing about him all the time. Not saying we shouldn't recognize and prosecute his atrocities. And you know what? For somebody who's doing all this stuff, you think that he'd keep it quiet, right? You think that he would do it quietly like Obama. Obama was no better than, sorry, I might get some people mad. Obama wasn't anything really better than Trump, right? God God put him making God mad. God put him around. Yeah, when they talk about something, there is WWF, he's a traitor, but Hulk Hogan was picture of the wrestlers. Yeah, there's some people who departed from wrestling just because their association with the Republicans, right? There's some people who departed. Rock's wife, I mean, not wife, daughter, uh, was in the company. She left because their allegiance to the Republicans or Donald Trump. People, please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Bring up the likes, support the platform. So, Mr. Man Trump, he has some big plans for Iran and Cuba, right? Cuba's next. Cuba is on his scope. Any couple weeks from now, we're going to hear something with Cuba. So he's not saying he's going to, well, he might say he's going to blast them to off the earth. But I think they want Cuba to kind of take it over as another state, kind of undercover state. Trump would have deported and imprisoned Jesus. You're right. You couldn't say it any better because he has beef with the Pope. This man has beef with the damn Pope. He said if it wasn't for him, that guy would not be the Pope. He said that, and he even put himself in a picture like he was Jesus. So you're right. He would be like Trump would be like what's his name, Pontius Pilate. He would be like the Pontius Pilate. No, Pontius Pilate was fair. Would he be Pontius Pilate? Who would he be? Would he be the Pharisees, the guys who hated on Jesus, or whoever they are, who hated on Jesus and sold him out to the Roman general, or whatever you want to call it, Pontius Pilate. Right now, some religious people are looking good in a way because this is the stuff what actually makes people go to church more. Some people go to church after seeing all of this stuff, what's going on with war, conflict. It actually, sorry to say, it sells. The church sells. The religion sells more now because what's going on, right? This guy is really going by the script. Donald Trump is really going by the script like right now. It's like a movie. Every day he has an episode. That's what it is. Every day this guy has an episode, man. So I could understand why people are tired of hearing about Trump because he took over the media. He took over the spaces. Like besides Trump, who else is there? Let's be straight right now. Even though they have the distractions out and people are on social media, people watch television or whatever, Netflix and shit like that. Besides Donald Trump, with the social media, who else is there out there? Who's the entertain? What's the entertainment? What is so big right now? Is there a blockbuster movie which is overtaken everywhere where everybody's talking about? No. Uh, the only guy I could say, and this is true, besides Donald Trump, because people are tired about this. No one's tired of Donald Trump, what he's saying. That's why he says these things, like blowing up the world or shit like that. It's Drake. The only other guy, and not everybody likes Drake, not everybody listens to Drake, but the only other person I have to give him it is that artist Drake. He takes up some of that algorithm, but a lot of people don't like him, and a lot of people do like him. So Donald Trump has to have the main spotlight. So that's why he says he will whatever to Iran, blow Iran off the face of the earth or map, right? I hate the U.S. reliance on oil and cars. You're right. They don't want electric cars, though. Trump doesn't want electric cars for some reason. Maybe other presidents, if they do come, right, will change that, right? The Lord, okay, Gabriel, his beloved children and enter the new earth. Well, much respect, Carlo, Geneva. Some people believe in the Most High, much respect for that. And then there's a lot of people who don't believe in God, right? So, much respect for that. Public transport is better than urban planning. Yes, but right now the EVs, the electric cars, been promoted for the last couple of years. Elon Musk is with Trump or was fully with Trump, but he still is with Trump. He is in the war with China. Elon Musk thought that Donald Trump, and he might still do it, was going to help him to take over the market a certain market in America in regards to electric cars. Remember, what does he have? Tesla. So he's probably still helping Elon Musk, right? But Elon Musk's competition is coming from China, right? So that is part of the fight too. There's an economic war going on, big time, bigger than any physical war, what you're seeing out there. He's just showing muscle. When you see Donald Trump go into Venezuela and go into Iran, it's just to show, it's just a show. They don't need to go there and blow up anything. Like I told you guys, look up stocks S. Look this up. I'm going to give you guys a gem right now. And you're going to see that this whole war is bullshit. That's why that episode I done on the stocks net, they do certain things. But look up this. STUX net. Look that up. That's all I gotta say. Let me say it again. Look up STUX net. And then when you look that up, you're gonna say, what the hell is the guy using all our money and have all the military out there? You're gonna see that. Cities are walkable. Are you walking or riding? Walking. Still driving McDonald. Yeah. High speed rails between major cities, less reliance on oil. Less. That's how Canada is. They're doing that a lot now, right? Yeah, Americans need a whole societal change. Well, there's a lot of old cities, so hopefully things change. But I know California for years was moving to electric, way before it even was promoted. California for years been moving towards electric vehicles, right? People, bring up the likes if you can. Please subscribe to the Down to Earth Network. Yes, California has been saying they were phasing out gas, gas cars for the last maybe 20 years. So there must be a big pop. That was the place, the testing ground. But like I said, people, behind the scenes, when you do your research and you read because a lot of people don't like to read anymore. That's why the computer's so big and social media is so big. I do read books still, but when you read even online and you do your research for why things are happening, it's not what you see just right in front of you. It's not really. So, like I said, China, Russia, all these other big superpowers in the world are working together. That's why, and Trump knows that, and that's why he's doing what he's doing in Iran and Venezuela with the military. He's doing what he always wanted to do before he was the president. He's attacking all these places, right? Where he probably knows other rich individuals who are billionaires like him been benefiting for years, and maybe he feels he wasn't getting a piece of that pie too. So don't forget, people, this guy is a billionaire. That comes before his presidency. That is his real deal, what he built himself. America is secondary, not first. His billions is first. So he wants to make sure he sets himself up a situation where he's benefiting from what he's doing right now. And right now, he's just saying all types of stuff so he could continue this takeover of the strat. And like I said, he has 3 more years. Now, let's do a bet in the chat. How much more? I'm betting there's going to be 10 assassination attempts if he doesn't die. 10 more assassination. Well, no, not 10. 5 more. 5 more assassination attempts will be on Donald Trump. I'm guessing that. So let's say a 10 by the time he's almost finished if they don't get him. But I'm guessing 5 more. Support increasing taxes. Several on extreme rich do support increasing taxes on the rich. Yeah, some people are gonna say, yeah, let's increase taxes on the rich. You know what? I'm gonna say no. People might think it's crazy. You know why I'm gonna say no? If you increase taxes on the rich, more war and more things will happen what you're not expecting. If you don't and you leave them alone, everything will be all right. But once you increase taxes, which Donald Trump is doing on a lot of the rich, and that's why there's a lot of conflicts going on. Besides him with Iran and Venezuela, there is other conflicts going on, people in the world. France has their conflict in Africa, right? Who else? Afghanistan and Pakistan, they're basically at war right now. No one's talking about it. Ukraine and Russia have been in a war for the past couple of years. 1 million soldiers gone from Russia. You remember that? That was a war in a long time, what was taking over the media space. Do you remember that? Ukraine, Russia, America talking, getting involved, talking, Canada there, right? So there's other conflicts happening. More, maybe social media highlighting it. But either way, increasing taxes makes more things happen. And it's not going to be good because they're gonna do something to make money. And if they can't, they're gonna do something. And war is their game, right? You would like to see the rich suffer? No. For example, a lot of the rich were in the Epstein files, right? A lot of rich Americans, not just Americans, but a lot of rich American citizens, they're protecting who done stuff with underage individuals. Imagine that. They're saying they're not going to investigate that anymore, right? The U.S. government saying they're not going to investigate that anymore. Basically, they're finished with it. They're done. But they still be going after Bill Cosby for stuff 30, 40 years ago. They're still going after people. They're still digging up stuff years ago. So not because he's the president now. Oh shit! No, we're not gonna continue with this now. No, it's not important. Epstein stuff is that's all fake. Yeah, and now Trump wants to blow up Iran again and again. Real or fake assassins? I think some are. That's the question. Which ones are fake and which ones are real? I think majority of them is all staged. Right. The last one has people kind of confused. Right. The last one, people got confused with that. Let's of Democrats Hollywood. The last one, I'm confused about the guy there, right? What's his name? Thompson, Cole Thompson, or whatever his name, the teacher guy who came all the way from California, went all the way to Washington, and nobody knew what he was gonna do until the end. That's the story. No one knew what this guy was gonna do until he almost went and try to assassinate somebody from the administration. Now, there's a story on that guy, but I notice even his story, let me tell you guys, on these platforms, they're trying to kind of suppress that stuff. Because, like I said, Donald Trump called him crazy, basically. So if you call this guy crazy and I'm his defense, I'm going to say this guy was not in his right mind. We're gonna plead insanity. The president said he's crazy. So does he get off now? Does he stay in a facility for a couple months or a year, and then all of a sudden we hear that he's released? Because if he's not in his right mind, which he's probably going to plead insanity for his defense, and then you could use Trump's words, what he is saying, that this guy's sick. Does he stay in prison for like 20 years, or are we going to hear? We're not going to pay attention until Trump's gone or he's not the president, then this guy's released. I'm just saying, right? This guy hates. He said he hates the administration. He's educated, whatever that guy it is. His story is 32, Democrat gamer living with her parents. Oh, yeah. So he's 32, Democrat gamer living with his parents, but has a good job. That's what they put him out. That he has all these degrees. It doesn't matter if he's living with his parents. The whole point is this guy is gonna crazy then. Like, kind of in a way you kind of look on it. Wasn't he in his right head? Like, you have a right job, you're young, you travel all the way from somewhere to do that and risk your freedom. Now you're gone, man. Most likely, if they push it, you're finished. Now, Donald Trump now, like, let's get back to him saying he wants to blow Iran off the earth, because that's the main thing what he's saying today. He wants to blow Iran off the earth. Now, I'm hearing that his approval ratings have went down, right? In America, the approval ratings have went down. And I am thinking that him talking like this kind of brings up the algorithm for him. He thinks by saying these things is making people kind of, pay attention to that in a way to distract them from other stuff, what's going on, right? So the 6 boats America has hit, I'm hearing 6 Iranian boats, they hit. And Iran is responding, hitting their allies. People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Why Trump's protecting pets? We don't know. Ray asked Joe. His memoirs said he didn't expect to walk out alive. Damn. The Simpsons. They had this conspiracy theorists always bringing up how they had an episode of him being assassinated. He did not say blow, so he said blow them off the map. I'm saying the earth because it's down to earth. I'm keeping it like that. He blew them off the map. The map is the earth. The map is the earth. What's the map? What, just where Iran is? He says he's going to blow them off the earth, meaning the country. He wants to destroy them so much that they don't exist on earth. The map. I'm going to blow them off the map. Same shit. Lowest approval rating in administration ever. See, Ray Patterson, he says it's the lowest approval rating ever. The lowest approval rating, people, ever. People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. What you saying, people? Bring up the likes, man. It's the Down to Earth Network with your host, Sean Myrie. So, yeah, lowest approval rating ever. The other day, he was on stage. He got embarrassed. His wife was standing right next to him. He's trying to hold her hand. You could see that she didn't even want to hold his hand. So he got problems at home, domestic problems right now. He's going through a whole bunch of domestic problems right now. Believe me, he got a whole bunch of stress. I got to give him this. I don't know what type of medication he's taking to stay up, to do all this stuff. But for an 80-year-old, he's doing a lot. Remember, this man is 80 years old, doing a lot of stuff. He's working till the lights come off. That's what he's doing. He's working hardcore, overtime. Donald Trump is working overtime, hardcore. So, okay, so Dirty Money, he says, I'm gonna blow Iran off the map. He's gonna blow Iran off the map. Such a difference. I'm saying he's blowing Iran off the earth. I'm saying that he's blowing Iran off the earth. Oh, Lee, the war criminal, man. That's what they're gonna call him soon. Soon you're gonna hear about that. Soon they're gonna call Donald Trump the war criminal. Right now they're calling Putin a war criminal. Putin's supposed to be locked up, but is he locked up? Who else is a war criminal? They're saying, America's best friend, Netanyahu. He's supposed to be locked up. He's a war criminal. He's a war criminal. He said so. Iran, send you a super chat. I'm gonna find it. For all the reading I've been doing for you, you should be sending one already, man. Bless, Dirty Money. Much respect. But blow off the map. How they're putting it when they're promoting it, they're saying blowing off the earth. Dirty Money. Everybody on Instagram, they're saying blowing off the earth. Maybe some people put the map and stuff. I saw blow off the earth. Don't say that. He didn't mention Iran at all. He didn't mention Iran? He didn't? I don't know if OG Kicks is here in the chat. But if OG Kicks is in the chat, let me know. He didn't say nothing. I've been seeing that, man. I've been seeing that. He's talking. He's talking. He said blow them off the map. So that's less. Okay. So that's more calmer. That he blew them off the map. That's very different. He's gonna blow them off the map, meaning he's gonna take them out. And take 1 second to look it up. Yeah, so he's gonna blow them off the map. Okay, I didn't see that, man. Maybe you could be right, but what's the difference? The map, the Earth, the planet. The map is just the map of the Earth, right? So what did he say? Did he say he's gonna blow them off the map? Because to me, that's the same thing, man. Earth map, whatever you want to call it. People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. It's the Down to Earth Network. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, all podcast platforms. So, like I said, the deadline's up. Congress, as somebody, corrected me, Congress did not approve anything, I'm hearing. So, let's see if it continues. More assaults on Iran. Because if there's more assaults on Iran and Congress didn't approve nothing to continue, it's a war crime. He never said blow Iran off the map. He didn't say that. Now, didn't you just say he said you blow Iran off the map? I swear, Dirty Money, you said that earlier. I swear you said that. Either way, he's doing something. He's talking spicy. Clock stopped 2 weeks ago. Yeah, the ceasefire, it's up. The deadline is up. I know that for a fact. The deadline is up, and he's supposed to get approval from the Congress to continue. So, him talking of all this stuff, what he wants to do, he cannot do unless he gets the approval. Or if he does something and the military listens to him, it's like a war crime. But there's separation. The Pentagon doesn't like Trump. I'm telling you, the Pentagon doesn't like Trump. He also said a whole civilization will die. Yes, he did. He said that a whole civilization will die. What else did he say? He will obliterate them. What he said a whole bunch of smack now. Now he's continuing now. Remember, there's a ceasefire. They told him, Trump, kind of stay quiet a little bit, tone it down. For like 2 weeks, let's kind of be quiet about this whole stuff. So now they said, go ahead. It's up. He keep asking, when could I talk? When could I talk more about blowing their ass up? Just let me know. Please let me know, because I want to say some more stuff. And now he's starting again. Not if they start attacking our ships. So right now, they're not attacking the ships. What Iran is doing in response, they're attacking, I'm guessing, the bases in the Middle East, right? They're attacking what's called probably Qatar. They're attacking wherever they're friends with Bahrain. They're attacking probably near Saudi Arabia. So they're attacking America's interests. They're attacking where the bases are. That's where they're attacking. That's the places where they've been attacking, but they quiet down for a while. They're quiet for a while, So, I'm talking about Iran. So now they started up ever since their 6 ships got hit. Our ships that are attacking them, yeah. They're scared of him because he can't be bought. Yeah, he can't be bought. You're right. His words are the only way to influence fear into the terrorists. It doesn't work like that with them. It's not. Let me correct this before I read anymore. Iran is not Iraq, and Iran is not what's called Afghanistan. They're on a different type of thinking. Do some research, man. They are, that guy is, what's his name, the supreme leader, what he done for years, and I'm gonna say it's like a cult. These people will die. They will die before giving up to America. They will die. So a lot of people are gonna have to. It's not gonna be good. He's also destroying our international reputation worldwide. Yep. Except him and his sons are bought. The price was five. Yep, 5 billion. Reputation. What's funny about that? Right now, yeah, this guy is getting deep, and he don't care, man. It's to benefit him and his family. All this stuff is to benefit him and his family. So talking the way he does brings algorithm. It does something to, like you're saying, these people, they're not going to give up like Iraq. I just want to clarify that. They're not going to give up like Afghanistan. They haven't. As much as they said they've been bombing everything, they haven't yet. What they'll do, they put something in their head. I done my research. They put something in a lot of these guys' heads for the Revolutionary Guard or whoever. And this is from a long time ago. That if they die for whatever the cause, they're going to be filthy rich in the other life, maybe have all these like wives and stuff. So they feel, death is not the same. They're not looking at death the same as Americans. These guys who are, and I'm not saying all Iranians. I'm talking about the ones who are part of the Revolutionary Guard and fighting with whatever the supreme leader. They don't believe in giving up. Strong in here. A jet that's been nice chandelier in the ballroom. Yep. But like 400 million jets. Yep. Iraq is now the mostly democracy now. Oh, I noticed that too. So Trump is playing chess. He is playing chess. The other day he congratulated the president of Iraq. Iraq is basically a colony of America, or they have to listen to America. So for him congratulating the new president of Iraq or prime minister, he's coming to America. That's the mission to visit Trump. So they're going to probably use, or they're already using Iraq as a launching pad to get into Iran. Iraq has history with Iran. So I don't know if that's even wise for Iraq to really. They have no choice. They gotta be with America. The illegal ballroom he doesn't have approval for. Chuck Whitaker, you claim TDS when you have no other rebuttal. Yes, yes, yes. Don't need congressional approval. He doesn't need congressional approval. Damn, didn't know that. It doesn't need anyone's approval. You might be right, because when Bush started his war, I heard he didn't get no one's approval. Really, did he? Did he go through the UN or whatever? But either way, there's some separation, no, like it or not, in more than ever, with the American government, in the American government. You could see that there's like what you would call like a civil war. People, you got Republicans who don't fully support Trump, a good amount of them turning their backs on Trump. And then you got Democrats teaming up with some Republicans desperately because they hate Trump. The Republican Party been screwed up ever since the Tea Party. You remember that? When that Tea Party, another branch of the Republicans, basically broke off and was doing their thing, separation was there from then. I was speaking about the ballroom of the congressional approval. Okay. It's private funding, not taxpayers. We shall see, man. A lot of things is going on, people. A lot of things is going on right now. A lot of things is going on. People, please subscribe, like, comment, bring up the likes, support the platform, people. Support the platform. Down to Earth Network. What are you saying, man? As time passed tonight, I guarantee by near midnight, before midnight, we hear something. We're already hearing something about this attempted assassination, wherever it is. I think that's a distraction. I think that's a big distraction for something else. What's coming? What's going on? All right. Somebody explain to me how we are. It's close to midterms. Yes, you're right. Yeah. Somebody explain to me how we are making new maps close to the midterms and primaries. Like I said, a lot of things are cooking up, man, and distractions. A lot of things are cooking up. And you know what? I got to remind you, because it's my job. The ICE is working hard. Don't forget the ICE. Don't forget those ICE agents. Don't forget those ICE agents. Let me say it again. Don't forget those ICE agents. They're working hard, right? Just a couple months ago, they locked up, or I guess they deported some Iranians who are associated with the Revolutionary Guard. So, like I'm saying, behind the scenes, meanwhile, all this talk is going on, everything's going on, there's other things what are not getting spotlighted, right? So, the ICE, that agency, they're working hard domestically, and part of their job is to get even those cells, what I've been talking about. Part of their job is to monitor people who want to hurt Donald Trump and the administration, right? That's part of their job, too. The FBI, they're looking stupid with that guy, Cash Patel, right now. They're looking stupid. His job, he was worried about, he was crying about. There's a lot of stuff going on. It was the law then. Why did the Supreme Court kick out the judges? Stop. Well, I mean, the Congress. Is it the Congress or the Supreme Court? Didn't you say the Supreme Court can't do anything? Let me know. People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Right? So, and bring up the likes, support the platform. We got many episodes coming up, even some debates. I'm going to have somebody on here, a couple of people who are like, into politics, no history on here debate. We will be doing that soon. That's coming up. But and any one of you too, if you, subscribe, comment, and let me know, I'll put the special guest link in here and we could talk face to face. I respect people's opinions, everybody's opinions, even if it's not the same. I still respect it. You gotta respect it, right? So, scroll down a bit. Ray is saying he broke some imagery law. He broke what imagery law? Scroll down a bit. Ray is saying he broke some. What's that? What is that? The money isn't the issue. He's breaking the White House and building additional without approval. Okay, you guys let me know. Update me again. You guys say it in chat. You gotta tell me what's the imagery law. Update me, people. Update what's going on. Let me know what you're saying in the chat. People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. It's the Down to Earth Network with your host, Sean Myrie. So, update me about the imagery law, man. Because right now, like I said, they've been for a while doing this so-called uh, media blockade or filtration. I fixed that. They're trying that with me. I fixed that. They don't like it. They don't like it. Imagery. Right now, there's a lot of images coming out with Donald Trump with that Lego stuff, that AI stuff. I sometimes think he likes it, even if they're making fun of him. I think he likes it. So right now, the new AI is gonna be him trying to, like, they're gonna respond to him saying he wants to blow Iran off the map or the earth. They're gonna do some type of comedy type of stuff saying the reversal. Guaranteed. They're gonna be that. Right? But Trump doesn't need to blast anybody. I'm gonna repeat it again. They could just press a button in the Pentagon and they could destroy all their nuclear facilities. They could destroy. America doesn't need to go bring any big military to Iran. All they have to do is use what's that virus, or not the virus, the cyber attack. Use the Stuxnet, use that, and they could destroy their facilities. They've done it before, 2010. It's documented. Look it up. They've damaged thousands of whatever they were doing in Iran, and it took a long time for them to even try to salvage anything. So America doesn't need to bring any bombs to Iran or whatever you want to call it. All they have to do is press one button and it's over. It's over. They're trying to say that's a lie too, people. They're trying to say that's a lie. Remember this. When that Stuxnet came out, right? It's with Israel. This was to destroy, and it's written, go look it up. Obama and his wife came out with a movie, right? This is how they trick you. They came out with a movie based on this shit. They came out with a movie based on the same stuff, what they've done, right? If people have good memory, when Obama was in charge, they were doing deals with Iran. And one of the things what they've done is send out a cyber things called Stuxnet. Look it up. STUX net. Look it up. They don't need to blast any place. America has high technology that they don't need that. It's not 1945. Destroyers are escorting tankers and only firing if fired. Yeah, that's what they're for. The destroyers are to police the place. They don't want to destroy the place. Donald Trump wants the real estate. He knows what America could do. They could blast the hell. They could, exactly what he was saying before, they could obliterate whatever they want. But doing that would have a lot of casualties and the world would look on America really bad. So he doesn't want to do that. They got to do it a certain way that they're stopping their operations, screwing up their networking, and then that's a better way because real estate will be around instead of blasting everything. I wonder why everyone who worked closely with Trump has nothing good to say about him. Because he doesn't like them either. He said they're more, he called them, he was making fun of his own people, right? I don't think anyone real thinks Trump is a good person. Maybe only his sons? Maybe? You get what I mean? Maybe his sons? This month's supposed to be God month, people. You know that? Did you guys know that Trump was trying to make May the month for America, like, to basically worship God this month? May. Remember that. I'm telling you guys before it resurfaces again. This is the month of supposed to be like a holy month for America. Ray, Trump fires incompetence. Joe gave them a raise. Trump fires anybody who's a threat or embarrasses him. Right? Pam Bondi, he fired. He's still friends with her. He fired because she embarrassed him. That's why he got rid of her. Kash Patel, won't be surprised he's gone, but Kash Patel seems like he's very important for Trump. So we shall see. People, bring up the likes. Please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Support the platform, people. It's the Down to Earth Network with your host, Sean Myrie. I said real people. Real people. Yeah, Pam Bondi, when you seen her, when it was the Epstein stuff, she broke down, man. When they were questioning her about like certain things, I thought she would be better. Like in her, like being that she's in the government and has these positions, she showed her cards, man. Like that girl. That's why he got rid of her because he probably so much spotlighted how she is and how she could screw things up for the administration. Yeah, but like I'm saying, Mr. Trump, and as somebody was saying, Dirty Money, you were saying that he did not say that he would blow Iran off the map, or he did not say he would blow them off the earth, Iran. Let's see, because that's what I see. Maybe it's fake. Is it fake news? Doubt it. Doubt it's fake news. Is that fake news? I've been hearing a lot of people in the chat saying different, other word, the other way. People, please subscribe, support the platform right now. Like I said, big story. Donald Trump talking more. He said back in the past he would obliterate people. He would get rid of their civilization in Iran. Uh, he called people names, but he always mixes up the people of Iran and the Revolutionary Guard and the Supreme Leader people. So he's putting every single person into one. That's what he's doing. He's taking every single person in Iran as the enemy. He's making America believe that all the Iranians he's against. Which one is it? First, you're trying to save them, and now you're saying you want to get rid of them. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. No, they're adding their own words to their agenda. Hmm. They're adding their own words to the agenda. What, the Democrats? The Democrats are adding their own words. People, please subscribe. Bring up the likes. Bring up the likes. Support the platform. What's going on? What's going on? For some reason, I'm trying to get my thing up. It's not working. It's not working. I might have to restart this. But yeah, a lot of things is going on in the media. And recently there's other attempted assassination, which it wasn't because this guy got stopped outside a couple blocks or something. I'm hearing from Washington, wherever the president's supposed to be. Whoever done it, good luck to you. Your life is over right now. You're going to be going to prison for a long time trying to do all that stuff. Not good. But what are you saying, people, in the chat? Any news updates? Any news updates, people? Any news updates? What's going on? People, please subscribe. Yeah, the title was Donald Trump, or, he wants to blow Iran off the face of the earth. And is that fake news or real news? I'm betting it's real. I'm betting he meant what I'm betting it's real, what he said. Right? And Dirty Money, I'll come on back here again if it's not. Oh, it's Truth Social. I call it Lie Social. I call Trump's thing, instead of Truth Social, I call it Lie Social. Yeah, but I watched it live. Okay. He was not shot, clearly. Yeah, he was not shot. No, I never heard that. I don't think Dirty Money said, who said he was shot? He has said this multiple times. He wasn't shot. Trump was not shot. Never. Not even only the one when he was near, the election time. These people are doing things without proper planning, or they're just getting caught. They're lucky they didn't get the receive. They didn't get shot. They're lucky about that. Look, he wasn't. Inspectors was holding up his bloody shirt. What are you talking about? Yeah, he was the one. The election time. He did. He did. Yes, yes. He did. Something happened. Something happened there. People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Something happened there. Oh, the guy near the White House. We shall see. We shall see what's going on. OG Kicks, any updates? Any updates? Let me know. Let me know. What's going on, man? Because either way, that individual stupid risked their lives. You could have been eliminated or deleted. I'll say you would have been deleted quick. The other guy from California, you could have been deleted quick. So these copycats, you guys are risking your lives for nothing. Donald Trump is laughing at your asses. You guys just sit down, eat your popcorn, and watch, even if you don't like it, right? That was yesterday, I think. Okay. So you just got to sit down, eat your popcorn, even if you don't like it. You can't do nothing about it. Donald Trump's he's put there for a certain period of time, and you just got to have to go through it. Just be wise and, whatever's going on. And it's not just Donald Trump doing shit. It's not just Donald Trump. You can't just blame him. It's Vance and even other people all around the world. It's not just Donald Trump. So there's a lot of people who support Donald Trump. Impeach him? Impeachment? I've looked that up. It's hard. It's more harder than people think to impeach Donald Trump. It's more harder than people think to impeach him. You need the support of the vice president. Did you know that? Or you have to prove that he's unfit to be the president in his mental state. He hasn't gone through any examination for that recently. So no examination. He's not forced to do anything like that. And Impeach him is very hard. I've done a episode on that. I've done my research. It's very hard unless he's sick, whatever. But if he's sick, or even if he gets impeached, who takes over? Say if he does get impeached, the man who says he wants to blow Iran off the earth or whatever. Say if he does get impeached, and he does get impeached, do you think it's going to change anything? I'm being realistic. It's not going to change nothing because he's impeached. Is that going to make the war just stop all of a sudden? No. Right? And I heard if he gets impeached, guess who takes over? The vice president. And a lot of these things is because of the vice president, not Trump. Impeachment again, that can't happen. We need to fund education, not work. The impeachment, I'm sorry, is not going to happen unless he's sick. And even if they impeach him, like I said, the vice president, Vance, will be in charge. No different, probably worse. That guy's young. Remember, he would love to take over Trump's spot. Imagine if Trump was to be sick right now or fell, croaked on the floor. That guy would take over right now. Vance. Vance would have the power. And that guy's young. And he doesn't like Trump, really. Trump keeps his enemies close. He's really smart in that. That guy doesn't like Trump. People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Bring up the likes, people. Support the platform. Corporations. He paid $900 million to companies not to make windmills that were in the process of construction. Yes, I know. Yeah, it's true. I heard about that. But is windmills good, though? Democrats ran social networks like, yes, I agree. Dirty money is right. Democrats ran social networks like SPLC and more, right? And even Black Lives Matter. Yeah. None of them's perfect, man. People, bring up the likes, support the platform, man. The Down to Earth Network on all podcast platforms, on Spotify, podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, everywhere where you want to listen to your podcast. Down to Earth Network is there, right? For sure, this episode will be uploaded so you can listen on all your platforms. But you are right about the Democrats. They're not nothing special. They ain't nothing special, man. They just do it more undercover. Straight up. I'll be straight up. They just do it undercover. Don't you see? Okay, people, bring up the likes. One thing I respect about Trump, if people was to ask me that question, right? He's raw and unfiltered. What do I respect? Is he's being himself. That's how he is. You could tell. If you know who Trump is from before he's a president, that's just him. Right? But then you have all these other guys who are the leaders before, and they're putting up a front, right? Acting like they're nice, but they're really not nice. If not, they're more deadlier, or what, if you want to call it, than anything Trump does, right? And that's facts. Obama, he got rid of 3 million people, deported them, 3 million people he deported, right? He wasn't an angel. Just saying. Obama was not an angel. So, Mr. Trump is just doing whatever he wants to do. He's doing what he wants to do. All right? Obama deported 3 million people, more than anything Trump ever done. And he done deals with Iran. A whole bunch of stuff. Wind turbines are better made than not made. Depends. If you have overcrowded cities, it might be different, right? I don't like seeing those windmills. I have to admit, man. We have solar power. You got solar power. Certain places, especially in America, you could use more solar power. You could put them on housetops, right? Solar power panels on housetops if you could afford it and stuff. I don't know if they do any special things for, certain states, but you could use solar power. You don't need the windmills. If you want the windmills in certain places, maybe. But when you have a hurricane states or certain states with certain weather, I don't think you should have windmills there, right? I'm just saying. But yes, people, Support the platform, the Down to Earth Network. What you guys saying, man? What you guys saying? Yeah, it was a live chat tonight, man. Everybody that joined, right? It's about going almost to 9 p.m. I don't know. One in the chat if you still want me on. Two, I could come off and go relax. If you have any more subjects, I'm opening up the door to you. What subjects you want me to talk about next? The next live. I'll be going live Thursday, unless some big news happens. The next live will be Thursday, right? Unless something big happens. Nuclear energy is the future. Isn't nuclear energy already around? Correct me if I'm wrong, right? That's what Iran is fighting for. Nuclear. They're saying they're using their nuclear plants for energy. That's what, you get what I mean? Most places use nuclear plants most countries use nuclear. Most, not all, but most, right? So what's the next subject you guys would like to be on the Down to Earth Network? I'm gonna start doing documentaries soon, dropping some video documentaries on certain subjects. I got a real sensitive one coming up. I might save that for later. I don't want to get any heat too much for that one. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing some documentaries soon. More documentaries on certain things. I have a lot of subjects. I plan to, investigate, do some research. I want to hear from the people though. What what type of subjects? What subject you want me to investigate? Do some research. I'll take even 2 weeks. Any idea how much money it takes to build a nuclear plant? Yeah, it takes a lot of money. Some countries are borrowing money. That's why they're in debt to make nuclear plants. I guarantee Russia's behind Iran's. Iran, right? Like I said, Trump tonight, if his people are saying different things, said he wants to blow Iran off the earth. Dirty Money said he didn't say that. We need to supply the energy. Most countries, developed countries, have nuclear. They use the nuclear. Canada uses nuclear. America, probably nuclear and coal energy or whatever. A lot of places use nuclear. Um, Iran has nuclear. Um, who else? There's China has nuclear. Japan has nuclear, right? So some certain countries get certain countries to build for them. You get what I'm saying? They get certain countries to work for them. People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. What you saying, people? All the people in the chat, do you have a subject you would like me to talk about? If not, I'm gonna be logging off. What's the next subject? Do you know how much fossil fuel costs? Do you know the effects? Yeah, it's not good fossil fuel. I think America still uses it. Effects on the environment. Yep. And Canada was using that too. I watched something what was very interesting now that you reminded me, Vardingo, about even Canada, and it's probably the same with America. A lot of, what did they call it? It was a documentary. It's not called ghost cities, but a lot of towns that was doing mining. They made big towns just to mine, and now they're like ghosts because big what you'd say uh ex- accidents happened. So they abandoned a lot of these towns, these small towns, especially in Canada, far out, even in America, right? Mining accidents and shit like that. So you're right with the coal and all that stuff. I seen a documentary on it. It's not really good. It's not really good. It's a sacrifice for, I guess, living and power using that. But both are better than current systems. Yeah, yeah. It takes a lot to do to power things, eh? Look up rare earth. That's all I got to tell you, people. Look up rare earth. Yes. And people, please subscribe to the Down to Earth Network on all podcast platforms, right? We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, iHeartRadio, um, everywhere. We even have a Rumble. got the Twitch, every main platform you could think of, we're on. Some content you never seen, even with my cast, the other voices. Much respect to my brother, Rastafari Samurai, right? The Crown, Frost, everybody. But yes, since you guys don't have any subjects to talk about, he's saying, okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna be out soon because I don't see anything, right? People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. It's the Down to Earth Network, and I'm out.